Welcome to Chapala, Mexico. Chapala boasts the largest lake in Mexico. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Chapala. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Chapala, Mexico. Population around 50,000. Now just for context, we have a map here. We have circled Chapala. Chapala is 1 hour from Guadalajara and 5 hours from Puerto Vallarta. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Chapala. People love Chapala because of the kayaking. The lake isn't much for swimming, but getting out on the water is a must. There's a lot of local companies that offer kayaks and guides for a tour around the lake with information. If you'd rather explore on your own, just rent kayaks by the hour from one of the hotels or beach clubs. They have all the equipment needed, paddles, boats, life jackets, and are about $5 an hour. It's a great way to get up close and see the incredible flora and fauna, including all the birds. People love Chapala because of the thermal springs at Monte Coxala. Many don't know that the area has hot springs until they get there and start to do a little research. There are several large complexes of pools fed by thermal springs, but if you're willing to pay just a little bit more, and we're talking less than $20, you can get a day pass to some of the local hotels that have hot spring fed pools. Just up the road is Monte Coxala, a Mayan architectural themed resort that is well maintained even at the ripe age of 35, and they have even more options for a soak, including a giant Olmec head with a thermal pool inside and a glassed-in pyramid sauna. People love Chapala because of the biking. From the west end of town of Chapala to the edge of town of San Juan Coxala, there is an almost continuous paved bike lane set off of the main highway. The section between Chapala and Ajijic is the most well maintained. There's about 17 kilometers of riding and will take around an hour depending on your speed. There are nice views of the lake along the way and a handful of lakeside restaurants if you want to ride out and then work your lunch off. On the path there are a good amount of riders and runners, although it's not so many that it's crowded. There are bike rental places advertised in the town of Chapala, and that seems to be the best place to get bikes. People love Chapala because of the walking along the Malecon. The Malecon is well known, and honestly, you could while away a few hours just walking the different boardwalks in towns along the lake. The Chapala Boardwalk is a classic and one that a lot of tourists visit. It has a few jetties that go out into the water, and the boardwalk is alive with local and foreign tourists mixing and mingling. You should also stop by the market. It's fun to walk through the market's long halls of crafts. You could also visit other boardwalks up and down the lake, about a 30-minute drive down the road, and these boardwalks are even better than Chapala. They mostly have the same things, boat rides, kiddie rides, but they're much more of a park, much less crowded, and could easily be a great picnic spot. On some of the Malecons there are stands that offer food and drink, and they seem to be much more organized than Chapala and better maintained. People love Chapala because of the dining. Lake Chapala has so many excellent restaurants, it's hard to keep up with them all. Thai food, Argentinian steakhouses, delis, Italian and Mexican food, and of course, hot and satisfying street tacos on handmade tortillas, better than anything you've had north of the border. And unlike tourist destinations, the prices tend to be well worth it. For the most part, there are a lot of recommendation, reviews, and information online. People love Chapala because of Mezcala Island. Never conquered by the Spanish, the Indians managed to keep their small, sacred island from being overtaken for 4 years, much to the Spaniards' chagrin. The Spaniards greatly outnumbered the Indians and had weapons beyond anything the Indians had, but the Indians were creative and desperate, painting their canoes black and stealing provisions at night and setting booby traps in the lake for the soldiers. They managed to survive this way until they finally surrendered upon an agreement with the Spanish after illness and starvation became too much. Later, the island housed a Spanish prison, the ruins of which are still there today. There is a second island, Scorpion Island, which has a restaurant. People love Chapala because of the Waterfalls at Tepalo. The waterfalls in Ajijic flow during the rainy season and are a popular hiking destination. Bring a backpack with water and a small picnic. You'll see families there, especially on weekends, splashing in the pools at the base of the falls. It's a great place to get pictures. The view from there, looking down on the village of Ajijic and Lake Chapala, is breathtaking. Parts of the hike can be very difficult and require that you wear sturdy shoes and are able to pull yourself up a bit. Not a casual Sunday stroll. This is good exercise and it's beautiful to boot. People love Chapala because of the thermal springs, Balneario, and mud baths. Also a great experience is the Balneario in San Juan, Coxala. Located right on the lake, there are multiple pools to choose from that are varying temperatures. They have a kids section, a spa where you can receive a massage, a food court, a sauna, and the mud baths. There are 6 different jacuzzis that have different purposes. The aroma and color therapy tub have fresh flowers. They have tubs with salts, vinegar, coffee, hibiscus blossoms, and mud. This cleanses your skin of toxins, while the thermal water at Lake Chapala is reputed to have healing abilities. It's also a lot of fun. People love Chapala because of the horseback riding. In La Floresta, along the Camino Real, you'll see a very wide median with trees where you can rent horses and ride in Ajijic or along the lakefront. For avid horse lovers, there are several places to board your horses so you may ride more often. There are a number of riding trails that groups organize. People love Chapala because of the American Legion. Not just for Americans, the American Legion is a central meeting place for expats in Chapala, just as the Lake Chapala Society is a center for expats in Ajijic. Everyone is welcome at the Legion. You don't have to be a member to participate in the events, eat in the restaurants, or have drinks in the bar. The American Legion is also a huge supporter of several local charities, and they have fundraisers every year, often hosting live bands and buffets. Activities like karaoke, bunco, backgammon, and cribbage. They publish a monthly magazine and of course provide support for American local veterans. They have the sole maintenance for the expat section of the Chapala Cemetery and also provide assistance with immigration matters to veterans. The reasons provided in this video are not all the reasons why people love Chapala. If you've got a reason why you love Chapala, pop it in the comment section. I'll make another video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao for now!